If you look back into the history of India, there have been great rulers such as Chandragupta Maurya, who founded the Maurya dynasty between the period 322 and 185 BCE, and Ashoka, or called as Ashoka the Great, who was grandson of Chandragupta Maurya. Ashoka promoted Buddhism across ancient Asia. He expanded Chandragupta's empire to rule over a kingdom spreading from present-day Afghanistan to Bangladesh, excepting some parts of South India. One can know about Ashoka's history anywhere in books as well as internet, but what is untold and not popular is Ashoka appointed secret society of 9 men. Now, why did he made this secret society and who were this? And you will know all in this video. So let's start the video. Before I start the video, I would like to request all to subscribe my channel so that you won't miss any videos that I will upload. After 226 BC, Ashoka formed a secret society which consisted of 9 unknown men. He created this secret society because as grandson of legendary emperor Chandragupta Maurya, he was anxious to support his grandfather's property and maintain the empire. In the region between Calcutta and Madras, Kalingan opposed this emperor's rule, leading to an all-out war. Ashoka's vastly superior forces are said to have killed over 1 lakh of Kalinga's warriors. Even though he had won the war, Ashoka was horrified at killing of large number of people. With his victory from there, he had swore of violence forever. He was the best known for his conversion to Buddhism, and he was a sworn vegetarian. However, he did not force others to do so. Also, he prohibited consumption of alcohol. Now, regarding why did he made the secret group is all related to this. So keep watching till the end. He declared the idea to try integrating the people who are always fighting, and declared that only duty was to win people's hearts by performing duty and devotion. The sacred or God desired that people should enjoy security, peace and happiness and to free to live as they pleased. So he was determined to do this mission of preventing the men from carrying out evil, particularly with warfare. And so the task of collecting, preserving and maintaining the knowledge was very much for him, as he had to do other duties as an empire. So this is the reason why Ashoka summoned 9 of India's most brilliant men. These men are unknown, as if they were revealed, then that could make a huge threat on his mission and knowledge. These geniuses formed a secret society that came to be 9 unknown men. This society were capable of gaining all knowledge. Knowledge meaning everything from science to composition of matter. Now he hid this knowledge from normal people, as they could use this information for destruction. Only these 9 men were given right to study and develop the knowledge. Now this was extremely difficult task, so he categorized each of 9 people to do a specific book to update, revise and put ultimate knowledge. It is possible. When these 9 people could no longer complete the task due to retirement or health or death of the person, this task was passed on to the next generation or the successor. But the number of members in the society always remained 9. It is believed over 2000 years this society would and could be in the modern era also. Now I will tell you about all these 9 books that were written by the 9 unknown men. The first book says about propaganda, meaning all information could be used to mislead audience. It is dangerous of all sciences because anyone with this book would be able to manipulate and govern the whole world. Meaning, if the book falls into the hands of the evil, then this would cause destruction of the whole world. The second book was about physiology, meaning that one could kill a person by simply touching him. It is said that martial arts of judo is a part of the book which somehow got revealed to the public. The third book was about microbiology and biotechnology, which are so advanced that if someone knows, then he could make unimaginable technology. The fourth book was about alchemy, meaning one could transform anything into gold. In the times of severe drought, temples and relief organizations received large quantities of a gold from a secret source. Fifth book was about gravity, secrets of gravity, like to control how to make technology like vehicle fly on the basis of gravity. Also the concepts of anti-gravity were in this book. This book was related to communication, meanings all sorts of communication including animals and aliens, meaning the 9 men knew about aliens or extraterrestrial beings. Seventh book was about cosmogony, related to all matters of the universe and space. Eighth book was based on light and it focused on speed of light, how it can be used as a weapon. All information related to physics were in this book. And the final book focused on human sociology, meaning behaviors of a person. It included rules for evolution of societies also. Now, regarding these men were real or not, it is very probable that a powerful society could have existed in the past. There is no evidence to tell this society as a myth. Neither it can be proven 100%. Also, the secret society could have lost its influence over the Indian administration as time went on and faded into the pages of historians and novelists. It did not gain as much fame as other secret societies like Illuminati or Priory of Sion. If someday it could be proved to really have existed, then it could well be the oldest secret organization in the human history. The number 9 has always had a special place throughout the Indian history. There are 9 celestial influencers according to the Indian astrology, 9 universal elements, and various is strongly associated with Chinese dragon, a symbol of magic and power, as there are believed to be 9 forms of the dragon, each described in terms of 9 attributes and has 9 children. This remains a topic of controversy regarding these 9 men. However, if you like this video, press the like button and don't forget to subscribe because I will be posting regularly.